The Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, ECCB, has embarked on a green finance initiative, which is geared toward encouraging projects and investments that help the countries of the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union become more climate resilient to withstand the shocks of climate change and natural disasters. Speaking on this week's episode of ECCB Connects, project lead of the ECCB's Greening of the ECCU Financial System Initiative, Kiran St. Omer, explains how the ECCB is working to help the region confront the challenges of climate change through this initiative. St. Omer says the initiative promotes the allocation of capital to projects that have a positive ecological environmental impact, such as waste management, climate adaptation, and mitigation.
It's really the allocation of capital to projects such as climate adaptation, mitigation. I'll break this down as well. Projects that have a positive environmental impact, an ecological impact. So when we say we want to mainstream and put a framework and solutions to encourage and incentivize investments in green projects, let's look at it from both angles. The financial institutions provide funds. So we are working with governments, their related ministries. This initiative, the Green Finance Initiative, is a trilateral initiative where it's not just the financial system, but we're taking an economy-wide approach because it's the real sectors that are being impacted. We want to see green loans. When I say green, it's really the use of those proceeds going to green projects, simply put.
St. Omer also notes the importance of preparing the society for this transition. She says the ECCB is partnering with other institutions such as the World Bank and NDC Partnership Initiative to finance the transition and to ensure proper framework policies are in place to facilitate the participation and support of the financial sector.
How do we prepare? Can we adequately prepare for this? The intensifying impacts of climate change and natural disasters. For us at the ECCB, this means preparing our society for a just transition. And what do I mean by that? It's one where we can withstand those kinds of shocks every year. So we can rebuild, and not just rebuild, but to build a better future for our children, ensuring there are jobs for the people that are most impacted by the negative effects of climate change and natural disasters. And think about it. When we look at our energy needs, we are heavily reliant on fossil fuels. And it has been, fossil fuel in terms of greenhouse gas emissions, has been identified as one of the highest contributing costs to climate change. And the cost of the transition is high in terms of financing that transition. We have not been able to tap into sustainable finance markets or investors to come into our region to invest because we do not have the right private investment frameworks. So the ECCB, we're championing the development of green finance frameworks in the ECCU. We're also looking at integrating climate risk stress testing into assessing the financial sector and into investment decisions by developing solutions for that and tools that the financial system entities can use. And to top it off, as I mentioned, we are looking to develop renewable energy investment solutions.
To view the full discussion, log on to ECCB's YouTube channel and Facebook page, ECCB Connects. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.